Hi everybody. I am sitting in the house and Dave and I were all caved up in here. That's what we call it when we close all the curtains and make it nice and dark inside the house, and it stays a lot cooler. The weather in Texas has started to feel like Texas summer for sure. It's probably at least 95 if not higher outside right now and very bright. And so this is a good place in the Strawbell house to hole up for in the middle of the day and stay out of the heat. I've noticed that we have been getting a lot of new subscribers to the channel, and I want to say hello to you and thank you for subscribing and welcome, and I appreciate you being here. I go sometimes and look at the YouTube accounts of the people who subscribe, and sometimes if I can see the other channels that you've subscribed to or the videos you've liked, I can sort of get an idea of what you're interested in and what brought you to my channel. And I see that about half the people are coming here interested in minimalism and simple living. A lot of you are into the plant-based diet stuff. So yes, that's very cool, and I will be definitely making a lot more videos in regards to those subjects because I'm very interested in that kind of stuff and definitely applying it in my own life, and I want to bring y'all along and show you, how it's affecting me and give you feedback on the results that I'm getting and stuff with that. And then the other half of the people obviously are coming here because of the RV stuff, because as you know, if you've looked at any of my other videos, Dave and I are planning to sell our property and move from our house into the RV that we are in the process of fixing up. And so thanks to y'all too, and definitely more videos about all that stuff coming up. And just to give a little update on what we've been doing, speaking of the RV, we have been doing some work on it. Dave has begun working on the exhaust, and he's doing some really cool stuff that I think that you will find interesting. And I'll be uploading some videos of that as I get a little more footage. I'm just going to kind of compile a quantity of stuff as he's working on this project and then upload it and show y'all. And I finally have started lacquering the hardwood floor that I refinished. In the RV, there's just like in the kitchen area, there's a oak floor, and it was in pretty sad shape when we bought the RV, so I decided that I would refinish it. And I started this project weeks ago. I sanded it and I stained it, and then the rain started, and it rained and rained and rained, and you watched the news at all, you saw that there was a lot of flooding and all sorts of stuff going on in Texas. And fortunately, we didn't have any flooding around us, but it was wet and very humid, and I didn't feel like it was a good idea to try to do the lacquer during all of that. So I just figured, I'll wait until it dries out, which I was pretty sure that it would because we are in Texas after all. So yeah, it did dry out, and I have now begun that, and probably going to put about 3 coats on, and I've put the first coat on, and I'm giving it time to dry, and then I'll proceed, and it shouldn't take me very long. One good thing about working in an RV is that everything is small. It's small spaces, so projects aren't that big whenever, things like refinishing floors and redoing stuff, painting walls, it doesn't take long to do it in a small space. So hooray for the small spaces. Then after that, as far as the next thing with the interior and the appearance stuff of the RV, the inside, I think we're going to start on putting in the vinyl floor that we bought. Other than the hardwood floor, the RV had carpet and some ceramic tile in the bathroom, neither of which were in very good shape or attractive. So we ripped all of that out, and we bought some nice commercial heavy-duty vinyl flooring to put in, And I don't think that's going to take us very long either, but we bought the vinyl tile a long time ago, and we just haven't, we've just been working on other things, so we want to get that done, and then we'll be able to put the seats back in, so that it'll start to look more put together again inside the RV. And we're waiting still on some parts to arrive that I ordered for us to complete the exhaust manifold project. I had to get new gaskets and new bolts, and most of the bolts arrived. We're still waiting on one special bolt that had to come from like a different place or something, and also the gaskets have not yet arrived. But we're not like waiting really to put the exhaust manifold back on anyway, because we're leaving all that stuff out so that we can access some other stuff in the engine that we want to work on. With the exhaust manifold gone and the turbo out of there right now, it leaves a bigger space for us, so we have more room to work around inside there. But anyway, so yeah, we're waiting on those parts to show up. And that's about it with the RV right now. We're always working on stuff with the RV. I mean, I get on the internet and I'm researching stuff. I'm looking things up. There's stuff that we need to purchase. So yeah, there's all of that going on constantly. And then I just uploaded a video, I think it was yesterday, about getting rid of our last 2 goats. Which was kind of sad, but I don't know. I'm not going to linger in sadness. It's just not productive, and I feel like the animals have all gone to better, or not better homes, but good homes, and I'm just moving on. We're transitioning. It's going to be a different kind of lifestyle. I'm glad that we had the chance to have the animals and stuff like that, but it's over, it's done, and maybe in the future one day we might have them again. I don't know. There's pros and cons, to everything, and that's the same thing goes for having animals. It's, on the one hand, it's wonderful. On the other hand, it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of headaches and stuff that come along with it, and there's a lot of stuff about it that is kind of like, I don't know, I don't necessarily like it, there's stuff about it that I don't like. So getting rid of the animals has definitely freed up a lot of time, and we need that time now to concentrate on doing other tasks. So I'm glad, on the one hand, I'm sad that the animals are gone. I'm going to miss them for a while. But I'm also glad, I'm relieved and glad to be moving on from that point. Let's see, what else? What else can I tell you about? The dog trailer is a success. I've been uploading some videos of us toting the dogs around. I call it the dog chariot. But, when I was thinking about getting this trailer, a lot of times you think of things and it seems like a good idea when you're thinking about it, and then sometimes you go forward with it and you find out that there are serious flaws. But the dog trailer thing ended up to be a good idea, and we're happy with it, and the dogs like it, and we've been taking it on almost every single one of our bicycle rides and taking at least one of the dogs with us, and they really enjoy it, and it helps us. Dave and I, we switch out who pulls the trailer, and you get a little more intensity from your bicycle workout, so that's cool. The garden is rocking and rolling. We got our first zucchini squash out of the garden yesterday, and we already ate that. We've got a lot more squash coming, and this year I planted several different kinds of squash, several different kinds of tomatoes, a couple of different varieties of peppers, okra, cucumbers, chard, lettuce, spinach, kale, onions, garlic. I think that's it. But the lettuce and the like the kale and stuff, that's pretty much over. As soon as the weather starts getting warm, that stuff kind of he wants to go to seed, and the leaves start getting tough and bitter. So lettuce season is just about over, but the other stuff is just starting to produce. We've got some tomatoes on there that are huge, and they're just starting to change color, so we're going to be having lots of yummy tomatoes. Peppers, we've been getting a few peppers off of the pepper plants, and I think that it's going to be a pretty successful year for the garden. All that rain that we got really put the turbo boost on the plants in the garden. The apricot and peach trees are loaded with fruit. Some of the apricots look like they're just starting to change color and get ripe. So pretty soon Dave and I are going to have our hands full processing apricots. We will, of course, eat a lot of them fresh, but there's way too many for us just to eat. So we'll be canning a lot of that, so that at whatever time we take off in the RV, anything like that, we're definitely taking with us. So we'll be hitting the road, hopefully, with a lot of fresh organic fruit that we grew here. And I should do a video and take y'all out there and show you the garden, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. That's a good idea. So I also have videos coming up of Dave's The Exhaust Project, and I will, of course, show you the hardwood floor whenever I get finished with the lacquer, and I think that's about it. But anyway, yeah, thank you to the new subscribers, and thank you to everyone who is an old subscriber who's been sticking with me. I hope y'all are all having a terrific day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.